What's going on? It is a Sunday morning. It is about 7 a.m. As usual, this time of year, we are firing on all cylinders. As you guys know, I've got several trucks out running around town, cleaning stuff, and I primarily am in the office, maintaining, focusing, and growing. So I get a call last week from a potential customer asking for a quote for a house wash. And I told her that we could get it done in about 3 weeks. And she responds back via text, "Wow, I was looking to get it done way sooner. My son is coming back from deployment and his house hasn't been lived in like 14 months and it's in really bad shape." So it's Sunday, it's 7 a.m. I grabbed a trailer, I grabbed a truck, and I'm going to clean this house for free. So as I was washing this house, I started thinking about the owner, a true American hero, being deployed overseas for well over a year, away from his family, away from his friends and his house, serving our country and protecting our freedoms. So I wanted to deviate completely from pressure washing and soft washing talk and reflect on something that we see and hear about every day on the news and on social media, but don't necessarily talk about. Look, I don't care what your politics are. I don't care what your skin color is or what your religion is. We're all human, and probably most of the folks watching this are Americans, which brings me to what I want to talk about. About 6 years ago, I was sitting at our kitchen table with my oldest daughter because at the school they go to, all fifth graders are required to memorize what I now think is probably the greatest speech ever given. It wasn't until I sat there as she was trying to learn it, word by word, line by line, that I realized the importance of what was said when Abraham Lincoln gave the Gettysburg Address. So please listen to the words he spoke and think about how they still apply today. The last few years have been hard on America, but if we could all just remember these words, America will be a much better place. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do so. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. All right, that's a wrap. That speech means so much to me. I get goosebumps every time that I think about it. I hope that you listened. I hope that you thought about it. I hope it meant something. Anyway, have a great day.